listen, what is this country coming to when a coach, on his off day, is trying to practice the quarterback center exchange at his own bar, like Urban Meyer did over the weekend? I mean, God. I don't understand. Like, and this guy, and we got to, we got to like. Oh, man. I mean, we got to, like criticize the guy because he's trying to literally embrace the grind of being a head coach in the NFL. I think it's disgusting. Now, I've never been to Urban's Pine House, in Dublin/Columbus. There, Brady. I mean, you tell me, Urban's Pine House. I mean, it looks like a fun place to go where people behave themselves.
It's a great place. Yeah, well, I don't know about behaving, but a lot of fun. I been there a number of times. Good food, good atmosphere, especially for Buckeyes fans. Yeah. So, you can get your bump and grind on there a little bit. Yeah, especially late night.
I mean, listen.
If y'all have noticed, I have no take on this. Thus far, I'm just going to stay right here.
It's an interesting technique.
From the music start to the introduction of this topic, I'm just kind of stay right here.
I mean, how's he supposed to check his watch, with her, grinding on him like that?
Well, quarterbacks don't check their watches when they're under center.
That's a good point.
Okay.
Yeah, or see what play's coming up.
Only clock that matters is the clock that you can see directly in front of you.
Damn
That's
right.
the play clock.
I've got an interesting question to this.
Okay.
If he's still the head coach at Ohio State, does that get out?
No. He's protected.
I do wonder that only because, you're in Columbus and all that, just a different feel to it. Once you go to the NFL, like everything becomes news. There's nothing that you could do in public that's not going to be – someone's not going to have a camera angle on or something, Yeah. That's, I think, the biggest difference between NFL and college. And even when you're at the top, the pinnacle of college football, it's still ain't the NFL. And that's one of the biggest differences I think that you notice as a player, as a coach, like – you are always under a microscope no matter where you go, what you do.
Yeah.
I don't think that's always the case in college. I think you can get away with a little bit more. You're a little more protected, especially when you're on your home field turf, if you know what I mean. So that's one thing that I think kind of flies under the radar of this whole conversation.
I mean, if you really think about it, how many times do you see things that could be perceived as inappropriate surface from college players? How often do we talk about inappropriate behavior?
Probably not as much as it actually goes on.
Oh, bro. I mean, come on.
Tread lightly.
How many inappropriate videos would be out there of you when you were in college, Brady? Like, honestly, like in a week, in 7 days.
It is an interesting question because we didn't have. Like, we had camera phones, I remember.
That's what I'm saying.
My senior year.
If where we're at right now is what I'm saying. If you were in school right now.
What I would tell you is because we had it our senior year, and we had to learn pretty quick. Like, I don't know that anything too inappropriate was because, honestly, like, I was very much – I remember I was so embarrassed after our sophomore year because we went 6-5, coach gets fired, end up going to a bowl game we probably shouldn't have went to, had no business going to, lose that, go to 6-6. Bro, I didn't want to leave my dorm. I used to have an old VHS tape. I used to stay on weekends in my dorm room and watch all the old cut-ups and film from the dude. I was but
you
would have
never been able to go to school with me then.
No,
I'd have been like, "Where's Brady?"
Yeah, but here's the reality.
We are kidnapping you.
I was so down on the fact of like what I wanted to accomplish for myself, what I wanted to do for our team, for the school. Like, I was so embarrassed. I didn't want to go out in public. I didn't think it looked right.
No, Brady. Come
listen,
on, Brady. We're out of here, Brady.
Yeah, look.
Put your clothes on, Brady, or you could go just like that.
I mean,
we're out of here.
If they had an Urban's Pine House in South Bend, I'm just curious as to how that would play out. And here's the other question I have for you. Why is the video only 8 seconds?
Because
he told the woman right after that 8-second point. See, I have another version. I believe there's a 9-second version version, and in that 9th second, he actually tells her, "Listen, I'm married. Can you leave me alone?"
Can I just be honest here, though? Honestly speaking, because I want to be honest and being honest and honestly speaking.
Good technique on the quarterback center exchange.
He probably told her like chill out while he was talking to fans.
I agree.
And that shorty kept persisting on making sure she got like he didn't even seem fazed by it. Like he's sitting there at the bar having a conversation while this person is violating his personal space.
I agree.
That is the tough part. Is we see a picture, we see a video, everyone gets to judge, yet you have no idea what the real story is.
You'd be totally surprised at how often those things happen when you go out, when you're a public figure that's recognizable and admired. That's all I'm saying.
Man. Just terrible.
Don't y'all hate on Urban, man.
Just disrespectful, man. I mean,
he just needed a little love after that game.
Sitting there in a pair of Dockers getting grinded on. You guys got to criticize him.